Far off, in a distant world, a group of characters brought to life have before them a prophecy they must fulfill. Many stories have been shared about them, and yet new authors have stepped forward. This world is meant to be a second chance for creativity and free expression, and yet the poet's license has been revoked as fiction becomes reality. Daniel as Zorro. Alex as Winnie the Pooh. Jen as Vanessa Helsing. Kayla as Alice. Taylor as Dr. John H. Watson, and Justin as your dungeon master. Will this litany of literary heroes be able to live up to their legends? Or better yet, can they write their own? So You Want to Be a DM presents The Public Domains. Hey gang, and welcome back to another episode of The Public Domains. I'm Justin, I'll be your dungeon master for this series. Joined with me today are a group of incredible players ready to enter the public domains and play some literary legends. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. We could do any kind of plugs or anything that we want to do. And let's start with Taylor, and then Daniel, and then Jen, and then Kayla, and then Alex.
Sure. All right, cool. I'm Taylor. I'm the other half of So You Want to Be a DM. You can find us all over the place on Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube. You go look for us, So You Want to Be a DM, you're going to find us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel, at Daniel the DM on YouTube and also on TikTok. And yeah, I'm going to be playing Zorro this evening. I'm very excited.
Who's next?
You are.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jen. I'm going to be playing Vanessa Helsing tonight. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and that's it, as Cancer Moon Cleric.
Hey y'all, I'm Kayla. I'm one half of the Potions of the Potpourri podcast. I also am on just a bunch of TTRPGs and live plays in general. And I'll be playing Alice tonight as we travel into my homeland, Wonderland.
Hey there, I'm Alex. I'm going to be playing Winnie the Pooh, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok as Pisces Moon Paladin.
Incredible. Wow. What a group of performers we have here with us this evening. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into a recap and get started. Last we left off, our party of literary legends went to blows with a sneaky little Dorian Gray in his study above the Easy Speaker nightclub. As Zorro was ambushed, his friends came to his aid and a full-out battle ensued. Vanessa Helsing went beast mode so hard she nearly gave in to the bloodlust. Winnie the Pooh summoned a depressive Eeyore, gave lots of hugs, and took a ton of damage. Dr. Watson smited his butt off, and his aura saved the butts of his friends.
Yeah.
Alice shattered the entire study, pretty much, destroying Dorian's portraits, and Zorro delivered the finishing blow to that bitch boy in devastating fashion.
I love that's canon.
And so, with the magical library card, one of the trifecta of legendary artifacts that the prophecy has foretold that we need to collect, in our grasp, Alice, unfortunately, passed out as she had a strange vision from the Wicked Witch, saying that they needed to have a little bit of a meeting. And so, our literary legends leave the city of Brass to head to Wonderland, their next destination. And the fastest way to get there is the Yellow Brick Road. And that's where we find ourselves now, our 5 heroes walking along a bright yellow brick road that weaves and winds through beautiful rolling hills and pastures. It's going to take a while to get to Wonderland. So, players, is there any conversation or anything happening, discussing amongst yourselves as you are traveling along this road on your way to Wonderland?
I have a very important question. Are we on the yellow brick road right now?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. What kind of check would be required to remove a brick from the road?
Fascinating. It would be
Brick
an
check.
athletic. It would be an athletics check.
Okay.
This
Can
won't
I-
bite me in the butt.
Can I make a roll for such?
You may.
An attempt.
Mhm. Yeah.
25.
You pull up a brick.
Okay. Pooh is gonna like get down and like use their like hand axe to like wedge in between two bricks, pop them open,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna pull it out and like look right at it very closely and go, "Oh, I wonder if you're made of honey." And they're gonna bite right on it.
Oh, Pooh, no.
Pooh, you take 1 point of brick damage as you realize it is fully not honey and is a solid object, and it hurts.
Father, I should probably go to a dentist after this.
So, Pooh, if you ever just want to know something's made of honey, just have Watson cast Identify, okay?
Yeah.
Just to play it safe.
I don't even know that I'd really need Identify on this. This is pretty solid.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just for future.
Okay, right. Yes, in the future,
Okay.
check honey. I'll check things for honey for you, so you don't have to break your teeth again.
Right.
Oh, but where's the fun in that?
I mean, fair enough. If that's what gets you
know
going.
So, Alice, what's
I
that like?
I think sometimes you learn by doing and not just by hearing. Sometimes you have to figure things out on your own. I think that's really brave of you, Pooh.
Oh, Alice, thank you for that.
Welcome. Well, so I want all of you to be prepared, though, for what Wonderland is going to be like. 'Cause
Right.
I'm not sure how many of you have ever taken a vacation to Wonderland, but it's quite a strange place. So I just want you to be prepared for anything, because things are not always what they seem here. And even someone like me who grew up here, I still find things enchanting and strange and confusing from time to time. So just be on your guard.
Anything specifically?
I was going to say, is it dangerous here? I don't understand.
Well, it's hard to say. You kind of just have to experience it for yourself.
Right.
Fair enough.
So we shall.
Incredible. And so you all continue to travel on the yellow brick road because you're not in Wonderland yet. The yellow brick road is merely a connector between the city of Brass and Wonderland, its own little microcosm inside of the public domains. And Sky Bunny, you already missed an oh bother. I'm so sorry to tell you, but there probably will be others. That being said, so as you're traveling along this yellow brick road, it's been like a day of travel, give or take. You guys are feeling a little tired just walking on this hard cobblestone sort of road. But you see ahead of you a strange looking structure, a building, maybe even like a series of buildings all clustered together, all in various shades of green. It has a very like Art Deco, mid-century modern kind of vibe to it, like a 60s, 70s kind of like California motel sort of vibe to it. And you see a large, just off the yellow brick road, a large neon blinking sign in green neon that says the Emerald Inn. And there's a car park, there's a building where the actual motel itself is. It's sort of connected to what looks to be a small diner. And as you see this establishment, you see that there are some like horses and different like forms of transportation in the car park underneath like a little canopy. Everything in shades of green. Alice, you feel a draw towards it. I think you would know. We'll make a history check about it with advantage.
I mean, I do know that we're supposed to meet the Wicked Witch here, but I might know more about it. Let's see. With advantage, you say? Okay, great.
Please.
It's a 10 out of 7. That was the other option. Pretty mid.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Well,
7
good thing I
was the
gave you
other
an
option, so...
Okay.
A dirty 10, if you will.
A
A dirty 10.
Very vanilla 10.
Yeah, you do know that, yes, this is definitely where the Wicked Witch is. In fact, the Wicked Witch of the East runs this place. She is the owner-operator, if you will. And you also know that there's a long history of like strife between her and the Wizard of Oz. Who owns a different motel in a different part of the just dueling motels sort of thing. But yeah, you're confident that this is where you're meant to go.
Well, I suppose we could rest here. I do think I need to seek out the Witch of the East, and although this place is a little tacky, it should at least give us somewhere to lay our heads and recuperate before we go into Wonderland. What do we think?
Do we know about the vision or the dream that Alice had when she like passed out? Did you tell us that?
I probably would have just told you that I needed to go meet with somebody, and that somebody was the Wicked Witch of the East.
Okay.
But probably not that I learned that from a weird dream where I passed out.
Okay. And okay. All right. Well, this is where we need to be. Let's go.
Wait, before we go in, I want to try to pet the pony. And I'll try to go up to one of the horses and just try to go, oh, stay, come here. And try to pet one of them.
Absolutely. Make an animal handling check.
Is Zorro being Zorro or Alejandro right now?
Oh, good question.
He's dressed up as Zorro.
Okay.
But most of the time when he's speaking to you all, talks as Alejandro now. Just drop the presenter voice.
Okay. So, Zorro is the presenting, I see. I have another question. What does the pony look like, Justin?
It is actually a kind of like sturdy, stout, like donkey. Actually.
Donkey?
Yes, exactly. A burro. And Zorro, what did you get?
I got a 15.
A 15. It goes great. The donkey, you pet the donkey seems to receive it well. And kind of does that thing that mammals will do sometimes. Birds do it too. I've owned some birds in my life. It does that thing that animals do where like as you're petting it, it sort of leans in.
Right.
So that you can kind of like giving you the green light to like pet harder.
Who does that too?
To like to give good scritchies.
Yes, I give this pony all the best scritches, and then Zorro just kind of goes, I just remember that we used to have one when I was younger. My mother used to keep up with one. I think his name was Tornado the Fourth. But anywho,
what happened to Tornado the Fourth?
He
still around?
died. No, he died.
Oh, did he die in a tornado?
No, it's just like that's the lineage of the names.
That would have been quite poetic.
It would have. But so it just reminded me.
Do you still ride?
No. I have ideas for vehicles and sketches of things that I'd like to ride, but I haven't actually gone out and rode a horse since I was a kid.
Well, perhaps one day on this adventure we can find you a horse and see if it still suits your fancy.
sounds fantastic. Because I mean, I did have an idea, for like a vehicle or like a cycle with 2 wheels and like an engine, and calling it the Tornado Mobile or something. It's just the whole thing.
Right, yeah.
Fascinating concept.
You could always ride Eeyore.
Right. Well,
I can't.
I
feel like yours pretty slow.
That's a small. I'm like a medium-sized creature, and he's like a small-sized creature, right?
He
Amazing.
could be pretty giant.
All right.
As you finish petting this donkey, Zorro, you see, actually, surprisingly enough, a familiar face exiting the 2 front doors of the Emerald Inn, walking towards this exact donkey. Looks like they checked out and are ready to leave. As you see an old friend, Don Quixote, approaching the donkey, who sees you and says, "My goodness, Zorro, how goes it?"
It goes.
I hear that, my friend. Goodness, I've been traveling all around these lands. I've been doing a lot of big things.
I bet you
A lot of
have.
big things.
I bet you have. Anywho, it's I've been winning duels, all over the place. I mean, just
How many
conquering.
duels would you say? How many would you say?
This is embarrassing to say, but I've lost count. Really.
Oh,
He won
it's
one
so
just
funny.
recently,
It's so
actually. Quite large. Quite a large duel.
We can't
that
talk
he won.
about that one for legal reasons, but
Right. It's just
Yes.
so fresh, you have to give these ones times to marinate. So
yes, of
It
course.
was
Thank
quite a joy watching him slap up a bitch boy.
Thank you. Thank you, Pooh.
incredible. Wow. Back to your old ways, Zorro, I see. Well, I've won so many duels myself. I lost count years ago, but it's good
Of
that
course.
you're catching up, my friend. I will see you when I see you.
Off to my friend.
All right. And he hops on his donkey, gives it a little pat on the butt, and begins.
oh, that was his
traipsing down.
donkey that you were petting. Uh-oh.
Who's gonna lean over to Zorro, just quietly, and be like, "A douche."
My friend's an asshole.
He's like,
Pardon my saying.
he means well,
Oh, one of those.
Just-
Can I, real quick, do an insight check on Don Quixote and see if they are, or if he's being truthful, or if he's just trying to blow himself up for.
Would it cause a lot of trouble if I viciously mocked him as he rode away?
It wouldn't. I'm not gonna. He's not gonna be turn around and be like,
The donkey
How
just
about
dies.
you?
I do it more for Zorro's benefit.
Oh,
I got
it's
an 11.
An 11. Watson, you may have just witnessed the greatest duelsman you've ever seen.
And it's not Zorro.
Yeah. He's.
Zorro, you know that Don Quixote is full of shit.
Yes.
I can shoot him in the back
He's-
from here.
No,
When I
well,
viciously mocked him as he
seems
runs
quite
away on his
accomplished.
donkey.
yeah,
I thought you were the smart one.
Is he not? I mean,
That's okay,
I look at
Zor.
him and I see
Hmm.
the body of a duelist, a man who does this for a living.
I saw
his
an
donkey.
ass running away on an ass.
Built like a
Perfect.
smokestack. What?
Alice's vision is unparalleled, truly. Donnie, how do I put this? There's certain people that just give you the ick,
All right.
Don, he gives me the ick. I can't even. There's no specific thing that happened between us. I just don't.
He's still in range.
I
can
keep-
still hit him.
Vanessa,
I know some like that.
no,
as well.
I can't let you. No.
I- I could just close my eyes.
No, don't stop.
Just
Oh,
winging.
no.
Click on the-
Yeah, but let's get inside. Let's
All
go.
right, yes.
I hear that there's a hot tub here. Actually, that might be a nice change of pace for the evening.
Absolutely. You would know that there's not only a hot tub, but also an outdoor pool.
Hmm.
An outdoor pool. What's the climate right now?
It's pretty nice. It's
Um,
nice enough to go in a pool.
DM,
Okay.
what's the exact
Get us
temperature
something?
outside? Is there a nearby thermostat?
What
We
style
have
of clouds are in the sky?
Let me check my
Cirrus
inventory.
is the type of cloud that I think of.
Nailed it.
You all head inside of the Emerald Inn. It is, again, very like mid-century modern sort of vibes. It like the floor has like the checkered tiles. All of the tables and like the counter have that like thin layer of like plastic on them, sort of like just there's a lot of fake plants and like interesting art on the walls, and behind the counter is a incredibly large, like looming woman. And when I say large, I mean like her aura almost like takes up the entire back counter space, where she just seems like all elbows and bones and just like at odd angles and stuff like that. It's a lot of this. And so as you all walk in and come towards the front desk, she is sitting on top of like clearly some sort of like wheelie chair, and she's probably like 10 feet back from the actual counter itself. And instead of using her feet to push the chair, she grabs onto the counter and pulls herself closer to it. And then looks at you all, has like very much that hag-like appearance, if you're thinking like D&D terms and stuff like that. Very like witch-like. But like she has green, almost like it would be like Kelly green skin, if you're familiar with that very specific shade of green. And she's wearing all black clothing and stuff like that. And as she pulls herself closer to you all, she looks at you all up and down, slowly going from person to person before saying, "Well, welcome to the Emerald Inn. How you doing? You know, remember that the car park, it's only for staying." Oh my God, Alice, you're here. You got my message.
You're the Wicked Witch in the East, of course.
I am the Wicked Witch of
I do
the
a little
East.
curtsy.
That is correct. Oh, my dear, of course. Does a little bow. So, are you going to be staying with us today?
Yes, I think just for the evening, right?
All right.
friends?
Yes.
Just for a little rest and maybe some time in the pool and such before we move on to Wonderland.
Oh, good. Yes, very good. Yes, of course. There's the pool, there's the hot tub, all of the amenities and such.
Do you have
There's
breakfast
also
here?
the diner. Yes, of course,
Provide honey,
continental
Winnie the
breakfast.
Pooh.
We have honey, of course,
You're
yes.
gonna need
All the
more
sweet
honey.
delights.
Just all of the honey that you have, just be ready
Oh,
in the
wonderful.
morning.
Do you have it on tap?
Okay. I don't believe that we do have honey on tap, but I suppose we could try.
Oh,
Could see what I could do.
Whatever the cost, put it on my tab, please.
World slang.
Nice.
tap.
Sure, that's far too generous.
Okay. Understood. Okay. Will you all be in separate rooms then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Bova.
Oh, Pooh.
Oh no.
Pooh, you can bunk with me if you'd like. We would take a double queen room.
Okay.
Please.
All
I'd like
right.
to have a movie
1,
night.
2, 3, 4 rooms it is. Fantastic. So, now, I'm sure you're not just here to get some rest and relaxation, some R&R. You got my
Well,
message.
You called me, yes. So
I did.
I'm here to
I
see
hope
what
I
you
didn't
would
catch
like.
you at a bad time.
Well, you know, I'm here now, so that's what matters.
Yes, very good. That is what matters. Now, the present, right now. So, here's the deal, Alice. And friends, also, this applies to all of you as well. I was kind of lurking about a little bit. I was pulling on the strings of destiny, as it were. And I discovered that you all are on a very important mission. Is that right? You don't have to tell me too much. I know that you guys are kind of doing some shit. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like everyone knows at this point, to be honest, you know.
It does. Everybody
Right.
we encounter seems to have almost more information than us at times.
Yeah, it feels like we're a couple of steps behind in certain cases.
Indeed.
Right. Well, I can't speak for everyone. What I can tell you, though, is I have a unique ability. I dabble in divination a little bit. So for me, it's no big deal. But for others, I would be very wary of their sources of information. I don't know. Make sure that you have no holes in your defenses, as it were. But I would like to help on your little mission. I'd like to provide you with some boons, if you catch my drift. I can see by your
Maybe it's
faces
fucking
that you
sweet.
don't trust me.
I guess.
Well, it's just the
You
last
mean
person.
honey?
Who will
I
get you?
tried this brick and there was no honey in it.
Oh,
Well, not everything
that's the
grows
wrong
with
brick.
honey, Unfortunately.
Don't say that. Please don't
Don't.
say that.
You don't know
If I
what you
break it,
started.
there's
Why
maybe
would
honey
you-
on the inside.
Everyone starts.
There's a couple of the bricks are made of honey.
No. No.
No.
Just a couple
No.
of them.
No.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Don't tell
Do you
them
sell any pickaxes?
Get your
Nope.
pickaxe.
that. No. What do you want in exchange for these boons?
Seems inappropriate.
Right.
Fantastic. Let's
Very
get down to business. I like you. What's your name? You could give me a fake name. I could tell you don't trust me.
Vanessa.
All right, great.
We have had
Vanessa.
a lot happen recently where trust is in short supply, as I'm sure you can understand. So perhaps your pitch should include reasons why we should trust you and believe you over other.
Yeah, because the last person I had a conversation
Okay.
with literally stabbed me in the back.
Literally.
It hurt.
Oh my god.
And who isn't a snitch?
Correct, Pooh.
Good. I can sense that about you. You're a real one, Pooh. Okay. Vanessa, if that is your real name. Here's the deal. I'm gonna give you, and she, like, with one arm, reaches across the entire room and goes under the counter and puts a kind of small chest in front of you. But then, like, wraps her entire arms around it and is like, I will give you everything inside this chest. It's got items for all 5 of you, including some extra stuff as well. But in order for me to give you this chest, all I need is a very specific pair of shoes.
Huh.
Hmm.
Now, I'll get into the details, you naysayers. So, we have these guests who came in recently, right? It was a woman and a couple of her friends. And they're staying here, and they're over at the pool, And she's got these really nice ruby red slippers, sort of, they're flats. And listen, my dogs are barking. There's nothing I would love more than a nice pair of flats. So you just gotta get me her shoes, easy peasy, and I give you all the stuff. You guys could do that.
Aren't you sitting?
Say again?
Aren't you sitting?
I'm currently sitting, but I do stand. There are times I stand.
I do stand. Are we just stealing these shoes off of a live person?
You could kill her. I don't care. I feel no way either way. Keep her alive. I'm not saying you have to kill her. Alice brought that up. I'm not saying you have to kill her. You can. You don't have to.
We just steal you a pair of shoes, and then you give
That's
us
it.
a bunch of items.
That's it. So easy.
Are these shoes magical?
That's why I called you.
Can,
Are the
can
shoes
Pooh-
magical?
Yes.
They might be magical.
Can Pooh roll
I don't know.
insight on this whole situation?
Probably should, Boo.
Anybody who wants to can roll insight.
Can I smell the
Okay.
chest?
You can smell the chest. Yes.
It's a 19.
Okay.
Zorro got a 3, so he's just like, she
Oh.
reminds me of mi abuela.
Oh. I rolled a 7. I'm not in hybrid form.
I rolled a 25.
Damn.
On
I
insight?
got just
Mhm.
a 5.
Nothing's
So
getting
I'm like,
past
yes, she just wants
Watson.
you. Great.
You should trust her. She's so
Okay.
sweet.
Pooh,
Wait a
you with a 19, you know that she is. I mean, she's telling the truth. For most of it, she will 100% give you this box full of magic items and other things that are inside of it if you steal these shoes. The lie comes in that where she's kind of like, they might be magical. You're thinking that she knows more than she's letting on. Dr. Watson, you know that she's lying about that last part, but the rest is true. She fully is willing to give you, and you know that without knowing obviously what's in the box or anything like that, what's in the box? You know that I couldn't resist. You know that there's definitely it's a good deal. But the shoes are incredibly magical.
Right.
Yeah, the shoes are very magical, but not like in such a way where like if you take them off this woman that she's gonna like die or something crazy like that. Like it's not like that
Right.
kind of thing where you're
Right,
like
right.
removing this like incredible thing that like without it this person's gonna just flounder. It's not like
Pick her
that.
apart.
But yeah,
So you want us to steal from one of your guests?
right. Because I can't do it because she's a guest, but you can do it.
A player guess.
Could we
Right.
perhaps deliberate on this a little more before we make a decision?
Of course, absolutely. Yeah, go talk about it. You could go
Alright, I guess
talk
we'll
in
go-
the car
we'll go
park. You could
out-
go
we'll
talk,
go out of the
wherever.
lobby,
In the yard.
Can we talk about it in our rooms?
You could talk about it in your rooms.
Unwind.
Of course. Absolutely. Here, I'll get you guys your keys. And
Is it just
goes
me
behind.
and Boo that have the double queen? Does everybody else have like a single bed?
they're still queen beds.
Yeah, Vanessa needs a queen.
But yeah,
But ours is
absolutely.
double.
She
Okay.
reaches for those very like old school Hollywood hotel keys where like it has like a diamonds little thing with the number on it and like it says Emerald Inn and stuff. And when she reaches for them, you hear bones snap as she stays looking at you all and reaches behind her and like grabs them off of the wall and is like,
Ew.
all right, yeah, no problem. Here you go.
Dude,
She's so sweet. She's like the world's longest candy cane.
your abuela's like this.
Yeah, she was so lanky.
Interesting.
You could just scoop her up in one big hug.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Don't scoop me up. I'm very pointy.
Oh, of course, of course.
Ugh.
Not a good cuddler, I see.
Depends who's asking.
Ugh.
Okay, we'll be back in like 5 or 10 minutes after we investigate our rooms and deliberate a little bit, and then we'll give you a decision.
All right, I'll keep this here. And pulls the box out from under and pulls
Good
it back.
stuff in there, I
Hmm.
bet. Should we go to our room, Pooh, since it's probably the biggest? There's just 2 beds at
let's
least.
do that.
What number are we, Justin?
Oh boy, 13.
Of course.
Perfect. Love it.
Cool.
Okay,
Lucky number.
what's this room like?
Oh, it is fun.
Great. Great.
It's lots of shades of green. The shag carpet, it's got a like one of those tables that's not like a normal shape. It's almost like a Nike swoosh kind of like shape table, and it has like, which is kind of odd. There's like a bookshelf full of like strange magazines and periodicals and stuff like that. You see a window out of against one wall, and it's got a connected bathroom and a small closet and stuff like that, and a small mini bar.
Zorro heads immediately for the mini bar.
What?
You head over to the
Whiskey,
mini bar. You find
please pour
lots
me
of
one.
little tiny bottles of various spirits.
Perfect. Starts taking a couple. All right. So
Every bottle of spirits that you open, a small spirit just escapes and just goes, finally free!
means it's been
That's
aged.
I love that.
So, team, what are we feeling about all of this?
Well, there's probably some good items in there. I mean, it's just a pair of shoes. I'm not so above stealing that I can't justify something like that. But what about the rest of you?
Let's do it.
I mean,
We could ask her too. If, she'd give up the shoes.
You know,
See what
Zorro,
she
you're
might
gonna
want.
get
They
a
all-
telling point.
the lady at the counter was most assuredly lying about the fact that they're magical. I doubt she'll give them up, just of her own free will.
Thought she was like, haven't she was so sweet.
Yeah, but
Maybe
did you see the
they
thing
are-
she did with her arm? That's not natural.
I know, she's double jointed.
It's abuela
It's
del
way
Valle.
more than double jointed. I'm pretty sure I heard something break.
Oh, I'm not double jointed. I couldn't tell you.
Maybe we can trade her for something.
Yes.
Fair
Or
enough.
perhaps we could even persuade her to give them up for free. I mean, there doesn't have to be anything sinister or violent involved in this.
Zorro can just pay her off. Rich
Have
boy
an
over
idea?
here.
Zorro could just charm
okay.
her.
Well,
He's got all kinds of commodities to offer, I'm sure.
okay.
I may have an idea if I could be so. I may
Oh,
be so
Pooh
bold.
Pooh has a suggestion that seems less salacious. Goodness.
Well, let's
Perhaps
just try. Let's
to,
just see where it goes.
I was going to save this plan for another time, but Zorro,
Yes.
my good friend, I
Mhm.
wanted to find a way to lighten the load for you whenever I
Really?
could, and so I figured out that maybe on occasion I could and then they're just going to cast disguise self to just look like Zorro.
Oh, right.
And
Right.
the thing is, so they're gonna their clothes are gonna change to where it's like they're now gonna have the mask
No.
on, and then they're gonna have a little tiny crop top red shirt still, but
Do the
with a
classic
little black
Zorro
Z
look.
on it. And then it's gonna have a black cape flowing, but it's still fully like a golden bear, and their tummies just kind of poking out from the crop top, as they're standing in front of you, I could be Zorro, so you could be Alejandro on occasion.
Indistinguishable.
Mm.
Looks.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I can't, for legal reasons, be Pooh. I can't walk around with just a shirt. But, I appreciate. I appreciate the gesture. So, and then he will use disguise self that he can do at will, and then just switch back into some regular Alejandro clothes. So,
So
it's
here's my
probably
thinking.
yes.
What if I, as Zorro, went and stole the shoes, and you could come and try to be the hero,
Mm,
act like you took the shoes from me,
mm,
and give her the old switcheroo?
mm, mm. That's so, that's a great backup plan. We will use a catchphrase, Wonderland. If anyone says Wonderland, then we will do that plan. How does that sound?
I will jump at the scene, yes.
Perfect.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
So are we?
Anybody who wants to make a perception check, as you do see that the window in this room overlooks the pool and the hot tub.
Of course. Perception. Is this going to be based off of hearing or smell?
It is not this particular one. You're inside of a room looking through a window.
I smell the chlorine through the
I
window.
roll a filthy 20.
I rolled a
gross.
Funny
Mhm.
little 20.
Dirty. 16.
And what did you roll?
Little 20.
I rolled a 20 with a nice personality.
Mm,
It's a cute 20.
Incredible.
I got a
a
22.
well-dressed
so
20.
Wow, all 20s, 16, and
16.
24.
7.
less than 10 from
Yeah.
Taylor.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not-
I wasn't able to count fast enough. So it's
Yeah.
like less than 10, got it.
Yep.
I saw that some were missing. That's all that I.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Zorro, you look out the window, you see, Dr. Watson, beautiful pool. There's a diving board. There's a bunch of chairs laid out and a thing of towels that look like complimentary and stuff like that. And you see a hot tub, like a in-ground, and it's an in-ground pool and it's an in-ground hot tub and stuff like that, circular, kind of small. And Zorro, everything that I'm saying is kind of cumulative. So Zorro, you see all of that, and a little bit of extra. So Zorro, you see that there is a large lion person, like a leonin or a tabaxi or something like that. Huge mane that just seems kind of unkempt and just like absolutely massive. A little heavy set, and they are just kind of like face down in one of the lounging beach chairs with like a towel over top of their head, just kind of like moping a little bit, it seems. And Vanessa and Pooh, you also see that there's an individual made of, it looks like from this distance it's hard to tell the exact material necessarily, but like they're made of metal. And they seem to be like fully like as far from the pool while still being like included with their friends as they can be. Like they don't want to get wet. You're picking up that vibe that they're like trying very hard not to get wet. They're like standing pretty far away and stuff like that. And then you also would see a scarecrow, a living scarecrow that is swimming in the pool and seems to be kind of having a little bit of a hard time, seems a little waterlogged, and is kind of like doggy paddling, is in the shallow end, so they're fine, but like is like kind of struggling. And Alice, you notice those three individuals, and then you see a woman who is sunbathing. She's wearing a gingham, like the blue and white gingham bikini, and she is sunbathing. She has like one of those little metallic things that like the sun bounces off of, and that she's like fully sunbathing. And you see next to her, like where you would put your belongings and stuff like that. You see a dazzling pair of ruby red flats.
So it looks like she has an entourage. It might complicate things.
I think we need to create various distractions here and also make our way over to the slippers somehow. Is anybody a good swimmer? The scarecrow seems like they need some help.
Who's gonna cast Flock of Familiars here and is going to summon out the entourage of a stuffed Tigger?
We can roll deep too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna roll deep. So yeah, they're gonna pull out Tigger, they're gonna get Piglet, and they're gonna get Rabbit, and they're all gonna be just tiny little stuffed animals, just like shin high.
Mm-hmm. You see your friends once again. Piglet looks up at you. Oh, hey, buddy, how's it going?
Oh, buddy, I've missed you so. We're gonna need you.
I've missed you too.
We're gonna need you on our little mini adventure.
Oh. Hey, mini adventures are where I do best.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay. What are we stealing honey or something like that? Or we...
This is gonna be a bit out of the norm here, buddy, but we're gonna be going for some shoes this time.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I mean, hey, whatever you, we don't judge, whatever you get, whatever you're into.
That's
Tigger,
why I like you.
Tigger kind of like hops around and is like, all right, let's, cool. What are they? Are they kind of like, what are they, pumps or something? Probably.
I believe they're to be a little bit of the stiletto type.
Oh, okay. I could do that. I like a good heel. Fantastic. Yeah, anything to make you higher. You know me, I like to jump. So, what's the deal? You want me to go in? You want me to lay on the charm?
Say this. Let me hand you over to my friend Zorro, and he'll give you point on what you can do for him.
You see a small tiger with a spring tail puts its arms up so that you can go under the armpits and give him puppies.
Puppies, please.
How's it going? Yeah, you just follow my lead, and when I need help. Besides
Maybe
that,
we need a distraction. How about let's make a distraction? How about the two Zorros distract?
I can keep a conversation going.
I meant like cause a ruckus, perhaps. Two Zorros dueling in the hallway could draw some attention. Dr. Watson could fly overhead and keep a lookout while Alice and I army crawl over, snag the shoes, and get out of there.
Oh,
So-
where the force on the ground, the boots on the ground, as they say. The shoes on the ground.
We could just say that we were looking at them and admiring them, not that we were taking them, and then we can reconverge for a plan later.
Oh, they're just so sparkly. How can I
Not
resist
cause
looking at
suspicion
them?
on the shoes.
So-
I do have mage hand.
Even
You could
better.
try that.
Mage hand. I can cast invisibility on 2 people. By the way.
Ooh, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
so here's the
fantastic
thing.
idea.
I've got a tinderbox. That scarecrow looks flammable.
Okay,
We're not trying to kill them.
Everyone.
Not
Just
But he's wet.
We haven't
What?
even talked to them yet.
in case. I have my alchemist kit too. It's fine.
Right.
I can make.
We're always ready for all situations. We never know what's
Right.
going to happen.
So before we do anything bombastic, I'll just distract with conversation, and and then we'll work on with 2 people being invisible.
We need to get all of them going at the same time, and a ruckus, the drama, could draw them away from the pool.
Who are we trying to get to leave the
invisible
pool?
ones, if you want me to.
The entourage, our little posse.
Isn't she wearing the shoes on her feet though?
No,
They're beside her.
Oh,
Right.
She doesn't want a tan line.
of course.
That'd be awkward.
Obviously.
I mean, like, it shouldn't be too hard to distract them without causing too big of a calamity. You know, just saying.
It won't be big. It'll be contained.
I do think that being invisible will increase our chances significantly, and it couldn't hurt. I mean, we're here, but we should be over there, as they say, and so that would help us be from here to there.
All right, we'll go your way, but I'm bringing the tinderbox.
Fair
We should
enough.
always have a backup plan. I
We'll
don't
call that Plan C.
Yes, who would like to be invisible? Okay, Boo, Alice. Fantastic. So, remember, you can't cast the spell. What? Oh, no. Yeah, you can't cast a spell while you're invisible. Or
Okay,
you
so no
will.
mage hand.
Right.
Yeah, so no
you
attacking
can
anyone,
cast Mage Hand first.
but the mage
Okay.
hand will still be visible. So just keep that in mind.
Oh,
The mage hand will be visible.
Yes.
I don't need it if I'm invisible, though.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
don't hit anybody. Don't
God, I
cast
don't
any
think my
spells.
dexterity is very good.
I have to concentrate on this. You only have 60 seconds.
I can do it. Oh, my dexterity is fine. Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, we got it.
1 minute of invisibility to grab the shoes
No problem.
and then get out of view with the shoes.
And y'all will be creating a distraction at this time.
what's the distraction?
We'll figure it out when we get there.
I still have the
Okay.
tinderbox.
Love that.
Figure it out within 10 seconds, please. That would
It's
be
my
best.
speciality. And
I
then
would do that.
you'll see that Zorro starts to, even though it's disguised self, when he puts his hands on his clothes, his hands go through his clothes because it's an illusion. And then just like a breastplate of armor falls off and all that sort of stuff. He's just like, "Oh, if I get into the pool, I don't want to sink.
Ah,
And just starts disrobing and then uses disguise self to change his outfit to just some swim trunks and sandals. See? We're blending in. We're
Yeah.
regular guests here.
Yeah.
All right?
should we do that too?
Let's get beachified. Swimming pool fied, essentially.
Swimming episode.
Incredible. A quick montage as everyone gets changed. Sailor Moon transformations galore as everyone gets changed into different beach attire for the heist. So, Zorro, are you casting the spell invisibility?
Yes, and so
But
since
at a higher
I'm
level?
since I'm a hexblade, it's automatically casted at a higher level.
Hey,
So it's automatically going to
Sick.
be casted at 3rd level. So I choose 2 targets.
Dope. Okay, cool. If you're doing the normal 2nd level invisibility, it lasts an hour.
Oh, really?
Greater invisibility is a minute.
Interesting. He's like, let me.
Oh, concentration
you
up to an hour. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So 2 of you got
Take our
an hour.
time.
Never mind.
Look,
Yeah.
her. Great.
Well, it'll take your time. But,
fine.
All right.
All right,
Showtime.
let's do it.
Yes, let's go.
He just does finger guns and then he disappears before
Love
we
that.
walk out the door.
I see.
Where she's gonna
Disappeared
put
again.
her tinderbox on her bikini.
Ooh, I can.
Like,
Ooh, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Taco.
Hello. Okay, but
Delphi.
I think part of the illusion is to.
All right. So Zorro opens the door for us to go out there.
You all enter the pool area, and as you're on this pool deck, you get a better view now. You see this, it's a little bit of a raised diving board, like not one of those high dives or anything like that, but it is still like 4 feet above the pool deck. And the water looks beautiful, it looks refreshing, and you see that it has like actual emerald specks in the lining of the pool that glisten off of the water and the light and everything. And once again, you see a scarecrow with fully like has a hat on and everything, is kind of doggy paddling and struggling over there. Is calling out to the person made of metal who's kind of in the shade and is just kind of from a distance just going, "Yeah, listen, Scarecrow, I'm not getting any closer. You're a splasher, and I'm not about it. And not like last time, I'm gonna rust up. Hey,
Zorro.
listen,
Yeah.
Tin Man, you're a sack of potatoes. Get in here. The water's great." And you don't understand. It's not about the temperature. It's literally gonna do damage to me. You notice that the lion does seem either sleeping or meditating or is kind of like still. Again, has a towel over their head, laying on their stomach. And Dorothy, who obviously you will come to eventually realize from now on, I'll just call her Dorothy instead of the woman. Dorothy Gale is sunbathing.
See.
It was, yeah.
Wait, is this a Wizard of Oz reference?
What?
A cheat.
Yellow Brick Road.
Whoa!
It's all coming together now.
Connected.
This makes so much more sense. Oh my god.
Beautiful.
I think I'm gonna try to start the distraction by flying up above the pool and doing the world's biggest cannonball, attempting to splash onto Tin Man.
Oh, incredible. Okay. Make an attack roll.
Sure.
And then I want to be positioned that when he jumps up, that I can try to push him fully into the pool.
Incredible. Okay, cool.
I'm kind of upset because I have Vortex Warp, but I'm invisible, so I'm gonna save that.
So just a straight up attack roll.
I guess.
That's a 21.
You, like Peregrine Falcon, dive bomb into this pool, reaching insane speeds. As you do, a massive wave forms and splashes not just the Tin Man, but also the Scarecrow, the Lion, and Dorothy all get splashed with water.
Perfect.
And it is at this time, Vanessa, you're trying to push.
Like,
this moment to push the.
right, if he jumps up like in shock, like what? And I'm like,
Absolutely.
oh my god, me too! And then flail and like push him into.
Okay, fantastic. Go ahead and make. I'll say because he is definitely like startled and is like off his foot, sort of. Go ahead and make either an athletics or an acrobatics check with advantage.
Let's do
Whichever you're better at.
acrobatics. Damn right. That's 1. And 24.
24, incredible. Now I need a deception check
Oh.
to play it off.
And
Oh no. That's okay. Oh god.
while
okay.
that is happening,
Remember, you have a flock of familiars.
can Zorro run over with? I look at Tigger and I tell him, grab a towel, and
Can I-
grab one of the towels.
Do I
and
have
I-
a familiar with me?
I mean, I would have handed off the familiars, yeah.
Okay.
And then Zorro will go to Dorothy and go, "Oh my goodness, I must apologize for my friends. Oh my goodness."
15.
Hell yes. 15. Okay, cool. He doesn't seem to notice as or no one even around the pool seems to notice the deception going on here as the cannonball happens. Water sprays everywhere. Vanessa, you pretend to be one of the many victims of this cannonball as you accidentally knock into Tin Man, knocking them into the pool. As they fall into the pool, they shout out in they shout out in shock, fall onto the Scarecrow. Both of them submerge under the water, and some shouts are happening and stuff like that. The Cowardly Lion seems to just like barely raise their head a little bit and like peek out from under the blanket, and then just casually is like, "Come on, guys," and just immediately goes back to bed. And Zorro, you rush over to Dorothy who very much like sits up in this moment, like gets splashed with. We all know what it's like when you're. It's one thing to get splashed with water. It's another thing to like when you're not ready for it. You're not expecting to get splashed with water, and you get splashed with water. It's very jolting, and so naturally she just kind of, like that knee-jerk reaction, like sits up, drops the tanning thing, and Zorro, you're right there to help her out. Or should I say, Alejandro, you're right there to help her out and wrap a towel around her that Tigger has procured for you. Go ahead and make, with Tigger's help, go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
You say so, I wouldn't mind.
You've activated their trap card.
Oh, I rolled low. Oh, no. I rolled pretty bad.
The old cannonball towel trick.
Right.
Hey.
I rolled bad, but I still got a 19.
Wow.
Okay, incredible.
19 on a bad day.
You wrap the towel around Dorothy. What is it that you say again?
I say, oh my goodness, I must apologize on behalf of my friends.
She takes the towel and like wraps it around herself a little bit, and she looks at you and goes, and she's wearing like sunglasses, like those big circular like bug eye kind of sunglasses. You can't see her eyebrows kind of thing. And she looks at you and goes, oh my god, listen, thank you so much. What's your name?
My name is Alejandro. Pleasure to make your
Oh.
acquaintance, Mrs.
Oh, I'm Dorothy Gale.
Oh my goodness, what a lovely name. And is she standing?
She does stand up, yes.
I stand and kind of pull her towards me and give a peck on the hand.
Incredible.
Just
she
slightly
blushes.
not facing the shoes.
The shoes, yeah, the shoes. You've done this so carefully. Like as in your walk up, you notice what side of the lounge chair the shoes are on, and you make sure to sort of pull her to the opposite side so that they're very much behind her, like even on the other side of the chair. As this is happening, I need our sneaky sneaks. What are the two of you doing?
I mean, yeah,
I'm not-
I'm gonna see this golden opportunity and like whisper over to Alice, like, well, Alice, I think it's our time.
I think now is the perfect opportunity. I think the army crawl is a great idea. And I do start kind of like partially army crawling towards the slippers, that way I can use my stealth.
Who's just gonna Naruto run? Yeah, stealthily like a Naruto run.
A stealthy
Arms behind
Naruto
their
run,
back.
incredible.
I mean, they are ninjas. So, like...
No, it's
Amazing.
valid. Hey, it's not the known leaf. It's the hidden leaf, right? Anyway, a dumb joke. That was a dumb joke. Don't laugh
That
at
was
that.
a.
Okay.
Can I give inspiration? Is that a
This
thing? Can I
stupid
give
joke.
a DM inspiration?
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah.
it.
DM
Dorothy gets
inspiration.
inspiration on finding out if they were shoes.
No!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Backfires.
I'm kidding. Okay. Alice and Pooh, go ahead and make your stealth checks. You are invisible.
25.
Here's an interesting. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
25.
Oh
Boom.
wow, incredible.
Come on, Pooh.
Pooh, what kind of armor are you wearing? Or did you take it off?
Oh,
Or
right.
what?
Oh, no.
They unfortunately did not take it off,
Oh.
so they still have a breastplate on them.
Just dragging across the ground in an army crawl.
They're not
Well,
Naruto
luckily
running.
it's Naruto.
Oh, they're Naruto
run.
running.
Yeah,
That's
It's not
right. That's
as
right.
bad.
Right.
But does breastplate give you disadvantage on stealth checks?
It does not actually.
Ah, there we go.
It's one of its distinct advantages is that it gives high AC without giving disadvantage. For the folks at home, breastplate if you want to be like a
There you
ranger
go.
or a ski fighter.
Little
Helps
tip
you
and trick. We love it.
with a plus
Okay.
10, I got a 24.
Ooh. Incredible.
I mean, it's not as good as a 25, but it's still pretty
No,
good.
it's not. No,
Flex on him.
they
Flex on him.
who is absolutely like bowing down to the 25? I'm just.
I mean, 24 is pretty fucking good between the two of us. That's 50.
But it ain't
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Alice roll. We ain't rolling Alice.
No, still very, very good. The two of you sneak your way up, both on the ground and in the air. Or on the ground. On the ground. Making your way towards this pair of shoes. And Alejandro, what are you doing to continue the distraction?
You just hear
I'm
this
just continuing to
whooshing
hold her
sound.
hand and just be like, again, I must apologize, Mrs. Gale, correct?
Yeah, that's my name. Listen, maybe you can make it up to me somehow. I don't know.
Oh, really? Hold on, let's see here. Maybe a nice drink?
We
The
could
bar,
do
possibly?
something. Yeah, maybe a drink.
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
All right. Fantastic.
Want to head inside, grab a drink right now?
Of course. Absolutely. Let me just grab my shoes. And before she even turns around, the shoes are gone.
Army, crawl faster!
Go faster! Go faster!
And there comes she like turns around, she's like looking for them and is like looking all around. She's going, "Oh my god, where are my oh my god! Some freak
Are you
stole
missing
my
something?
shoes!"
Let me help you look. Where did you last see them?
Yeah. They were right here, I swear. They're
you
bright red, bunch of sequins. I bedazzled them myself.
Are you sure you didn't possibly leave them in the room? You know, because you might
Yes.
want to wear like
Maybe I
sandals
left them in the
down
room.
here.
You know what? Come check with me. Come to my room and check with me.
Interesting.
That'll distract her for a while.
Yes, yeah,
Interesting.
most definitely.
See if they're under the bed covers.
And for who knows how long as we fade to black as Dorothy and Zorro head off to one of the other rooms, and the rest of you, as you all reconvene, and it comes a little later, but eventually Zorro joins up with the group as well. You're all back in the lobby, and you just see the Wicked Witch again, all elbows, perched up on her chair, and is like looking at you all as you enter in and goes, "Well, how did it go?"
We're still invisible, aren't we? Because Zora's still concentrating on
I
that.
definitely dropped concentration.
You're on
Oh, okay.
concentration.
You gotta concentrate on other things, I see.
I can roll for concentration, but it's definitely a
Taking some
disadvantage.
damage right now,
Crits
actually.
were happening.
That's a lot of focus. That's a lot of- I don't think there's a mental stat for that. I don't know.
Great.
That's really funny.
Definitely a Constitution save.
Yeah, that's a Constitution save right there.
Gosh. Okay, so you guys are visible as the
Yeah,
Wicked Witch
great.
is like, "So
I
how
just
did it go?"
Plop them on the desk.
She
Well, she's looking for them.
insanely fast.
So be careful.
Incredible. So fast, she snatches the shoes and pulls them back.
No.
And she looks at them and she goes, "Finally. I fucking love these shoes. All right, here we go." And then
Do
you
they
see
fit
her
you,
like
though?
impossibly
size?
long legs come
Find
out from under as she slips them on, and you see that they magically change size to fit her
Oh.
feet. And she goes,
I thought that
"Oh
was a
yeah.
different princess that could do that.
Well, I taught her everything she knows. Okay. Now, here is your prize." And she puts the chest onto the table. And she says, "Everything inside is all yours. Now, you might be wondering why I called you Alice specifically. And it's because this box was always meant for you. And as she turns the box around,
Oh,
you see a
really?
very specific keyhole.
Yeah. I got something for this. Where's my key?
Mhm.
What? I have goosebumps.
A thrill.
So
It's
exciting.
here somewhere.
Thrill.
Here it is.
You pull out your key. Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
I do have it somewhere.
I believe you. It's totally fine. You pull out your key that you received inside of the original treasure chest, inside the tomb, back in Skull Island after defeating a legally distinct giant gorilla. And as you put the key in, it fits perfectly, and you turn it and unlock this chest. And as it opens, off in the distance, you just hear, and the Wicked Witch immediately is going, "Shut up, Lucifer. Sorry about that." And you just see a flying monkey like, "Oh, sorry guys. Sorry about that. I just like to break out in songs sometimes. I'm so sorry." And it just flies away. As you open this chest, I want each of you to open the second little package.
We all get to?
Oh my.
You all get to.
Let's go.
I'm feral. I'm low-key feral right now.
Sorry about my dog. I thought that was muted that whole time. That's my life.
Yeah, make sure your
How-
addresses don't show.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, it's
shoot.
got a
On the
snitch
on the big one,
detector.
at least.
It's got a snitch detector because it's got the glue right there too.
It does. I know. Well, you have to use
I
steam.
know, I double did
You want
it.
to use like steam to loosen it? It's set right away.
Oh. Oh, Shantae.
Huh. Oh my gosh.
It's the world's smallest Rubik's Cube.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
So great. Oh my, those are so cute. Okay. Oh my gosh. Gosh.
Got a little clump of trees. Also, I got a tarot card.
Ooh.
I got a little. It's hard to show. It's a little jar. It's a little jar. It looks really beautiful.
Same.
Got a
My heart's desire.
jar that says "The Sweetness of Memories."
I got
Tarot
lucky.
card.
Also a little
Yeah, I got this
jar and two
cool little card.
mismatched mushroom earrings and a tarot card. I got 2 of swords.
Three
That's
apart.
cool.
Wheel
Seven
of
of
Fortune,
Cups.
baby.
Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, good one.
I got the 5 of Swords.
I know
Ooh.
nothing of tarot cards. So I
Five.
don't know.
Hey,
Five is
straight up,
five.
neither do I.
Daniel, what'd you get?
I got the 7 of Cups, and then I
Okay.
also got this, a rook piece. Chess
Oh.
piece. Oh, queen? Is it?
Rook
It
is the
absolutely.
castle.
Oh,
Okay.
queen.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at it, it does this particular thing where it slays because it's a
It-
queen.
Right, exactly.
Hey.
Exactly.
It serves
That's how you
and it
know it's
slays.
the queen.
So
And-
it's
not.
Italy.
It's a Yas queen.
Also, yeah. Also, chess sets are gonna come with an extra queen because of when you like move the pawn all the way down. The queen is the most likely thing you'll do. But anyway, so here's the deal: you all receive these interesting tarot cards. Fascinating. What's that about? Who knows? You'll have to figure that out. What you think that'll mean for your character, or for the group, or for the story. Who knows what it applies to specifically? Also, each of you receive a tiny little potion. That tiny little potion, each of them is a modified, I'm like modifying it slightly, but it is like a you drink it and then you have one big use of, similar to like dragon breath. So it'll be a 30-foot cone, DC 15, and I can like send this to you guys like later words. and stuff like that. And each of you have a different damage type, which I will also send you.
Watch me just use it on the Wicked Witch. Like, give me those shoes back.
That'd be
Water
the most
breath.
Randy thing possible.
But it's like a single action to take, and then it immediately happens. So you don't have to worry about like taking it in combat and wasting a turn to drink it and all this kind of stuff. It's like you drink it, and then boom, a huge blast cone of some sort of elemental damage and stuff like that. And it is, like I said, in a rather large cone, 30-foot cone, pretty big. So the most important thing is not to hit your friends. That being said, the other little item, in addition to those two, the tarot card and little potion, those are just cute little keepsakes for you, the players. They're not.
You, Justin.
You also get magic items, like your characters get magic items, but they're not like the tiny little Rubik's Cube isn't necessarily reflective of the magic item that Dr. Watson gets, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, here is what you guys get. Zorro.
Hey, that's me.
As the chest opens and you have these items that are like that call out to you, you receive a pair of boots of speed.
Nice.
Alice, you receive, the name of this item sounds silly, but go with me on this. You receive a bag of beans.
Oh, I know what this
Love
is.
that. Love that.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Vanessa, you receive the Cape of the Mountebank.
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Hell yeah.
Dr. Watson, you receive, roll a 1d4 for me, my friend.
3.
You receive 7 beads of force.
Hype.
And Pooh, you receive a belt. And what is your strength currently at?
20.
It goes up to a 22
Baby.
as you receive a belt of giant strength.
They're just like fully pulling like a Machoke right now. They just have like a. It's like it's barely holding back their gut as like it's still kind of pushing it out a little bit. Father, I will get this sword situated in a moment.
So, as you have all of these items gifted to you by the Wicked Witch of the East, these strange tarot cards that seem to depict various macabre scenes from who knows what type of literature and stuff like that. Spoilers, it's Edgar Allan Poe.
What? With the raven on the back and everything?
At the front door.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah. I know, now I have an incomplete, this is gonna drive you nuts, Jen. I have an incomplete tarot deck now.
Oh, honey. Oh.
But I thought this was cool. I don't do tarot. It's fine. I bought them for art reasons. I like Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. So, she also hands you all, or rather, it's inside the chest as well. Each of you receive a common healing potion.
Hey.
Thank you. Common
So just
healing.
a fairly normal common healing potion. And the Wicked Witch looks at you all and says, "Well, that was good. That was good business. I think we made good on this deal. I know that these shoes are gonna serve me well."
To be serving you quite well.
Mm.
What will you
We
do if
were
she
on-
comes looking
Oh,
for them and
trade
they're on
you.
your feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I will just lie, probably.
Are you good at that?
I'm pretty good.
Mm.
Pretty good most of the time. sometimes better than others. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I like thinking on my feet.
Well, we'll
So-
be gone by then. Thank you for the rooms and for the items. They're quite enjoyable.
Oh, yes,
Of
thank
course,
you
of course.
so
I hope that
much.
they serve you well. And
Yeah.
with that, I would love for each of us so quickly to just go around and describe the image, or you could show it, the image on your tarot card. For the audience, really.
Okay, I'll show it, but the best way I can describe it is like the cover of a Journey album with some like ravens in the background. So it's got this scarab with like a gold, beautiful little like circular. Oh, it actually is an outline of like all of the astrological signs for my astro.
Cool.
For all the for all my
Astro
other fellow
peeps.
astro. Yeah, for all my other astro girlies, so it's the astrological wheel with the scarab on the
That's
inside
really
with a
cute.
little clock on its butt right there, and then 4 distinct ravens along the outside on a beautiful sky backdrop.
Incredible.
Oh wait, it's not a clock, it's a compass pointing.
Mm.
And then for Zorro, I have the 7 of Cups. So for this one, it's a man in a hot air balloon, and he has 7 cups, one in his hand, and then the rest are tied to the hot air balloon with a crow's head, a cat's head, an eye, a beetle, a heart, what looks like the moon, and a moth as well are inside of the cups.
Hot air balloon, Wonderland.
An airship. That was part of the prophecy.
Oh. The 3 of Swords has got a heart, and it looks like 3. I'm gonna say wooden stakes. Where's my wooden stakes? Very
That's
that
very
are like
appropriate.
piercing through. Yeah, and the heart is coming through like the hole in the. I'm guessing the telltale heart, which is spectacular.
Mhm.
I love it so
I like
much.
that a lot. I like that a lot. I have the 2 of Swords. So it is a man dressed in like Victorian period clothing with a blindfold on. He is standing in front of like a valley with a river running through it, or like a lake with a full moon above it. And above the entire scene is a giant like death head moth with 2 swords coming off of the wings. Very mysterious and spooky.
Very cool.
And
Very
then I
mysterious.
got the 5 of Swords, and it's like a mannequin person. Like it's a looks like a person who's been cut up, but it's more like they've been taken apart or dismantled, because like there's screws sticking out of the ends of the legs and out of the boot, and like out of the inside of the arm, and there's like no blood or anything, but he's got one of the swords in his hand, and then there's 4 swords around him, and then there's just random like teeth and an eyeball. It's very hard to show, but like
What?
fucking cool.
that's
That's
like
fucking cool.
dentures and an eyeball, and the eyeball also has a little screw coming out of the back of it.
Viewers at home, I wasn't on my phone. I was applying this new beautiful makeup that was given to me by Justin.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Love it.
Divine.
Incredible. Fantastic. So as you all retrieve those gifts and are able to, along the next part of the Yellow Brick Road's journey, attune to them and do whatever you may with those items and such, we are going to head to break. And then when we come back, we will finally reach Wonderland, and shit starts getting topsy-turvy.
Topsy-turvy.
Stay tuned.
Alright.
Hey gang, did you know we have a Patreon now? Well, we do. In the episode description, you'll find the link. We have 3 different tiers available with all kinds of extra access or content. For example, you could have listened to this episode already, or you could get access to bonus action, our extra episodes where we talk about stuff like favorite spells, monsters, we go over multi-class builds, homebrew material, and more. And that's not all, because there's going to be more and more stuff coming out as So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master continues to grow. So go check it out and then come back and finish this episode.
Hey, gang, and we're back, and the gang's all here. We left off with our literary legends stealing Dorothy's slippers, giving them to the Wicked Witch of the East in return for a slew of magic items, some potions, some healing potions, some strange tarot cards that we're going to have to figure out the meaning for. Stay tuned for the action search to find out the real world meanings of some of these cards. Do they apply to this game and these characters? Who's to say?
I think so.
Me. But who knows? That being said, our heroes have continued their journey. So everything is recharged. We're fast forwarding once again. So long rests have already happened and stuff like that. Your night inside the Emerald Inn was gorgeous. It was beautiful. Nice restful sleep in a comfy bed. And as we find ourselves at the end of the yellow brick road, we come upon Wonderland. Now, the exterior of Wonderland has a strange hedge-like barrier preventing people from just waltzing into Wonderland accidentally. And in this impossibly large plant wall, there's a very teeny tiny door. And on that teeny tiny door, there is a little tiny doorknob. And the doorknob says to you all, "Ugh, well, hello there. Welcome to Wonderland. Listen, I'd love to let you guys in, but you guys are way too big to enter, unfortunately. Please, help yourself to a diminution Danish right here, if you don't mind, and then I can try my best to give you entry." And you
these are one of my favorites. You're really going to like these.
Alice, these are safe.
They just make you small. They're also quite tasty.
All right. You see a side table with piping hot danishes of various fruit varieties with icing. There's like cheese danishes and all different kinds of flavors available for you. Are you all partaking?
Mm-hmm.
If Alice says.
I'll be the first to, for sure, without hesitation.
Follow the lead.
Is there any blood orange?
Danish.
There's a blood orange one, of course.
A honey one, I'm
Why
assuming.
not?
Or Pooh?
I think Pooh would have like taken honey from the Emerald Inn and just like topped it off.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. You pull out your small souvenir bottle of, like, instead of a small shampoo bottle that you've pocketed from the motel, you have a small bottle of honey that you've gotten out of the minibar.
For some reason, that reminded me of Always Sunny, where they're drinking alcohol out of sunscreen bottles. It's like a shampoo bottle that Pooh emptied out and put honey in, but he forgot to take. They forgot to take out most of the shampoo.
Wow.
And you all begin to shrink in size until you are all like a foot tall.
Huh.
But the perfect height to enter through this door. But as you go to reach for the doorknob, as the doorknob says, "Ugh, don't worry about it. I'm so used to people grabbing my nose. That's why I'm always stuffed up."
Okay.
But as you go to reach for it, it's locked. And the doorknob itself is confused as well at this and says, "Wait a minute. What? I should be open. As long as you're the right size, this should work. Somebody's put a lock on me. Oh no. They're trying to stop people from coming into Wonderland. That's not right."
Can
And I want...
perception? Sorry,
Absolutely, yeah. Anybody who wants to can either roll, ready? perception, investigation, or arcana.
Arcana for me.
I will do it.
Arcana.
Arcana.
Man.
Really good.
Nat 20.
8.
Well, at least one of us did.
Bingo.
For a total of
26.
I got a 28
That'll do.
without a
Oh,
nat
hell
20. Just saying.
I'm over here like I did good. I got an 18. So.
I was gonna say I got an 18. Yay!
13.
Okay.
Zorro
It's
won.
magical.
Zorro wins.
It's magical.
Zorro, the strange thing is, as your friends are checking out this lock, and they seem to know more about it than you do feel a warmth in either your bag or your pockets. Very strange. More on that later. Alice and Watson, you both see, as you're getting a closer look on things, you see a arcane, almost spectral lock appear.
Huh.
That's naked to the naked eye. Jesus.
Oh,
That's
the lock-
invisible to the naked eye. Yeah. And on this lock, it's not like the simple kind of lock that would require a key or anything like that. In fact, it's almost like those locks that you put on briefcases. It's like a tumbler sort of lock that has like little wheels that you can spin and get different digits and stuff like that. Except you notice that there are 6 possibilities and there are letters. And you can potentially pick any letter of the alphabet. 6 letters. And it can be any possibility.
Any 6-word possibility.
Right.
That's
Or
just for the
2
lock for the
3-word
door, right?
possibilities?
Correct. Just for the lock for the door.
And
Alice,
then-
what did you ask?
I said, or it could be 2 3-word possibilities.
It could spell a word. That's possible.
It could spell 1 6-letter word or 2 3-letter words, is what I'm wondering.
It could. It could spell a one letter word. Yeah, it could do a lot of things.
Or 3 2-letter
it
words.
could just be random letters.
Oh.
Shit.
Door made of.
Hearts. HEARTS. Heart.
You try putting in hearts. Nope. Doesn't work. Zorro,
I do
this
love a good riddle.
warm feeling in your pocket begins to grow.
Damn, I hope I didn't. What? Check inside my pocket.
You have an item on you from episode 1.
Oh,
My bracelet.
Not including the clear one. How many beads are there?
6.
that's hot.
First one's red. The middle 4 are yellow, and then the last one is red.
RYYYYR.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
As you switch the letters around and do R, Y, 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 R, it unlocks.
Oh,
Nice.
Background,
Oh,
who's
shit,
like
no way.
sharpening their great axe, like ready to like bust the door down.
Right.
Tell your family when we send you off.
Pooh, we got it. No.
I'm pretty sure
Fine.
this door is sentient. I don't want to kill him.
We got it, Pooh.
Yeah, if I have a say, I'd rather not. It does. Hey, it seems like it's unlocked now. You guys could definitely enter. Just give my nose a squeeze.
How often are you locked like this? This seems very strange.
I don't know if I've ever been locked.
I'm not sure if you ever have either.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Personally,
Who would
I
possibly
recommend
be
not
trying to
doing
lock
that again.
I mean, what? Okay. That feels a little like victim blaming. I mean, I didn't ask to be locked, but fair enough. I'll try not to do it again in the future.
Pooh.
Anyway,
the
go inside now.
Pooh, the first thing you have to understand about being Zorro is that we protect the people. We stand up for the people. The door is a part of the people. So, you always try the delicate approach first. Do you know what Zorro means?
You have to go with soft hands.
Right. It also means fox. So you have to be cunning like a fox, think like a fox. Sly, smooth.
I don't think I've ever met a fox in my day, but I'll keep an eye out for one.
Very good.
Obsessed.
Incredible. And you open the tiny door and you all enter in. As you enter into this, enter through the threshold, you enter Wonderland. You feel magic and whimsy teeming in the air, just buzzing around you. And you find yourselves inside of a garden, almost, it seems. But because of your shrunk down size, everything is massive around you. Instead of walking through a forest with trees, you're walking through a forest of flowers and grass and different smaller plant life and stuff like that. As you continue along the path, you come across a series of sentient flowers, all different kinds. There's daisies and lilacs. I can't think of a single flower right now. Holy crap. It just all left my brain.
Rose.
Roses. Yeah, sure.
Daffodils.
Feel free. Everyone feel free to
Violet.
throw in a flower or two. Violets. Yeah.
Tulip.
Sunflower.
Blue
Sunflowers. There's all kinds.
One
kinds of
giant
flowers.
Venus flytrap.
You gone a step too far, Taylor.
Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you? No, kidding. You see all these kinds of flowers except Venus flytraps.
Don't give them ideas.
They are singing and performing. They're serenading you, and as they join in this beautiful harmony and stuff like that, and you all pass through, let me have everyone make insight checks really quickly.
Could I try and harmonize with them just kind of casually as we walk through? Like match their harmony?
Absolutely.
15.
Absolutely.
I got another 20 for it.
Jesus Christ.
That's
15.
pretty good. That's
Coming
way
up,
better
Watson.
Zorro's just here for the vibes, to be honest. I got a 4.
Surprisingly, I did not do well on that one. I got a 6.
Okay. So other than Watson, did anybody get a 15 or higher?
15 on the dot.
Okay, cool. So, Vanessa, you notice that the flowers seem to respond very positively as Alice joins them in the harmonies and is harmonizing with the flowers. Watson, you start to pick up some side eyes from some of the flowers who are specifically looking at those of you who are not joining in. And you see that some of them, like as they're singing, they're like, "And we sing amongst the flowers," and they're like looking at you like, "Fucking sing with us!" Like how?
Can I?
Right, yeah.
Like-
So I think the flowers
And they're
might
kind
attack us if we don't sing.
It doesn't look like they're going to get like physically violent. It looks like they might block your path or maybe make things challenging for you.
Instead
would,
of singing, can Pooh twerk?
Please.
There's only one way to find out, Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It really is.
are you asking a performance out of Pooh?
Please.
I'm asking for a performance out of everybody, really, but
Okay.
Zorro's gonna
Amazing.
hit a little flare, a little salsa, a little.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Start
do.
singing and dancing, going down there.
Okay.
I got a -1.
Me too.
Yeah. Let me get performance checks from everybody, and I want to hear how your character is joining in the artistry here.
So, just going off of history, at 220s in a row, this is just mathematically probably going to.
Absolutely.
It was! Oh my god!
No, Taylor, no! What did you do? Cursed yourself.
Oh my
It's not math, it's a curse.
god.
That's
You don't need to
so
perform.
funny.
Wassa doesn't perform. It's fine.
I try singing, but it's just the most tone deaf thing. I'm a researcher and an investigator. I'm definitely not a performer.
Mm-hmm. Incredible.
Oh.
14.
What did Vanessa get?
14.
14. What about Zorro?
Zorro's going all out. Zorro got a 25.
Ooh, Zorro,
25.
spicy.
Incredible. What about Pooh Bear?
No.
Yes.
Oh no.
So,
How did the twerking go?
I technically rolled a 9 for an
But you have
8.
a -1. Oh
Got it.
So, it would be a lot of like, they've seen dancers in the city of brass, like, shake
it. Mhm.
shake it. And I think that like it's kind of like people that sit on their couch and watch the Olympics being like, that's so easy. Like,
I can do that.
what? How could you have missed
Absolutely.
that?
Yeah, I
And
watched
so-
breakdancing this year. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
I think,
That's
Pooh
so
Bear,
bad.
Sorry,
kind of had
Australia.
that like that unearned confidence of like, oh no, they know how to twerk it, and it's like just like white girl at the party just throwing more back than back end, and it's just so
Yeah.
awkward.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the honey
Yeah,
maker.
yeah.
There.
No.
Been there.
Been there. I've been that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Alice, did you roll a performance check?
I got an 11. And I'm actually
11.
like trying to encourage all of you, and I'm like, you can learn a lot of things from the flowers, especially in the month of June. Unfortunately, it's not June, but we can still try and learn.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Zorro's going all out. Like it's like is going like full minor illusion arose in his mouth. It's just slowly salsing, spins around Vanessa, walks into the middle by himself, and just and scene.
Taking notes. She's like watching, like silently, like taking notes.
Amazing.
Alex, I love the commitment to the bit. I really do.
Oh, it makes my body hurt. Just watching.
It's so good.
Zorro, you really
Incredible.
understood the flowers and what they were trying to convey. You really did pick up on their message and their harmonies.
Beautiful. And with the help of Zorro's enthusiastic performance, you are gifted passage through the garden unhindered and continue along your way until eventually reaching a strange like haze of smoke almost. You see like a low rolling fog coming in, wistful and slow moving, and it has a strange almost fruity scent to it. You can tell without having to roll anything that this isn't natural. This isn't like fog. This isn't actually fog or clouds or something like that, or condensation or whatever. Alice, I think you would have a good idea that you are very, very close to the Hookah Lounge
Ooh.
that is run by Caterpillar.
The fragrance smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you do not have to stop here, but you certainly can. I will say, Alice, roll another history check with advantage.
Absolutely.
I think Pooh Bear's thrown out their back.
Oh,
I'll do a lay on hands.
Oh, what's
Okay,
an old
I
ankle
got
without-
a dirty 20, and then I got a natural 20.
Oh, hell
Hey,
yeah.
For
yo.
24 total.
There we go.
Don't blow all your
We like
20s
the
this
natural
week. Next
20
week is
a little bit
combat, you
better.
guys.
Yeah,
I know. Burn them all
Blowing
now.
all our nat 20s now.
Don't spin it all in one place.
Alice, you know that this hookah lounge, the caterpillar is very interesting in how, like, he's very, like, cryptic and speaks in, like, proverbs and kind of beats around the bush a lot like that. But if you partake in the hookah, there is a chance, it's not guaranteed, but there is a chance that you could have a very profound vision.
Alice kind of stops everybody, and she kind
Yes.
of just like gestures to the air so we can all be aware of the smoke. There's some character up ahead that you might find interesting. The hookah smoking caterpillar. He's got a lot to say. Not all of it makes sense, but some of it might be to your liking. It's a stop we could make if we choose, or we could continue onwards, but there's basically anything could happen. So if you're interested in a little bit of whimsy, then perhaps this would be something you'd want to partake in.
Um,
I'll partake.
a what? A hookah what? A hookah smoking what?
Let's
You'll have to see for yourself. It's hard to explain.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, this is all very new to me because I
I did
City
warn
kid.
you that it would be
City
like
kid,
this. Just
right?
keep
And then
an
we
open
shrunk and then
mind.
through a door and this is very okay. Sure.
It's
Yeah,
gonna get
I-
weirder, honestly.
This is
mean-
your territory.
Alice,
Hookah lounge is a hookah
I do
lounge.
have a bit of a question, Alice. As we
It is.
seem to have shrunken, does that mean that our lungs have shrunken, perhaps?
Well, but so is the hookah. It's also our size. I mean, a caterpillar is the same size as a caterpillar, after all, and therefore no bigger and no smaller. So the hookah must be able to fit the caterpillar.
Why not? That makes as much sense as everything else around me right now.
Yes, this place is rather
Sure.
strange, but
Sure. Yeah. A caterpillar
Let's
is a
expand
caterpillar is a
our
caterpillar,
minds.
as they say. Let's go.
You
fine.
may experience things that you've never experienced before,
I'm sorry,
and
what?
that goes for all of Wonderland. So, just be prepared when if you choose to partake in the hookah. It's not what you're familiar with, probably.
All right. So, show of hands, who is participating in the hookah?
Me for sure.
All day, every day.
Crazy. So, everybody. All right, fantastic. So, you follow the
Let's
trail
go.
of smoke, Alice
told
leading
it.
the way, and you find yourselves in like the garden sort of clears out for a little bit as you find this chamber with essentially like chaise lounges like set up with made out of mushroom toadstools and stuff like that, and you see this like bright sapphire blue caterpillar sitting atop one of the mushrooms with a hookah, so this long pipe that has a tube connected to a small central burning apparatus. And as you all enter, the caterpillar sees you all, looks at you, Alice, and says, "Well, all right. Looks like we have a couple of friends here. You all are partaking in a little bit of hookah here?"
Yes,
That's
Sarah,
sweet.
and I do a little curtsy to him as
Oh,
a standard.
very good. All right, yeah, curtsy to you as well.
5 for the hookah, please.
5 hookahs, all right. Sounds good. Any flavor, interests we have right now in making the rounds? We have horchata. We got tres leches.
Oh my.
Tres leches. Yes.
We have a passion fruit guava. And we got a cucumber habanero.
Weird. Do you have any of those savory mushroom ones?
Yeah, we could get you an umami. Sort of an umami bomb there.
Huh.
If you want savory, I mean, it's not as popular, but we got it.
I'm a local, so I can handle it.
Of course.
Dealer's choice?
Zorro, I bet you would enjoy the tres leches.
I
would also
I will
like
have the tres leches. Yes.
Cucumber habanero, please.
Take honey.
See? Yes. This is going to be nice. We'll get to know each other more, have a nice smoke break. Nice.
This
Very
is
incredible.
team building, as they say. We'll do some icebreaker questions.
Oh, good. Each ask each other. Each ask.
Real quick, 2 truths and a lie.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Smoking as well, Watson.
2 truths and a lie. Let's do it.
I think Watson is participating. Yeah,
Yeah.
these
Oh, yeah.
tres
I
leches.
think everybody is. Yeah.
What about the owl?
Oh, no. Sherlock would probably die.
Sherlock on your shoulder, like looking all around, doing that. Doing this thing that owls do. And you all take your seat. These mushroom tops are incredibly comfortable as you all begin to partake in some hookah. As you really sink into it. It's really, really nice. They're like beanbag chairs, essentially.
Do you have
As you all
disposable
sink into
tips?
Yeah.
Disposable tips? It's just.
Of course we do.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
now it's
didn't know.
hygienic.
Yes.
Yeah, we got them. Of course. I keep them right next to my saxophone reeds.
Saxophone.
I'll play the sax sometimes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It
Yeah.
the smoke doesn't affect the lung capacity?
Nah, it didn't affect Satchmo. It doesn't affect me. That's a Louis Armstrong reference. Okay, moving on. I read his autobiography in college.
For the kids at home.
Yeah. Satchmo is Louis Armstrong, one of the fathers of jazz. Okay, moving on. We don't have time to do the whole history of New Orleans, I swear. So, you all begin to consume hookah of your various flavors. The flavors are all really good. They're kind of exactly what you expect. They taste like tres leches, cucumber habanero. Pooh, even though honey was never offered as a flavor, it seems like the caterpillar acquiesced. You have a honey flavored hookah. I was almost said Kayla. Alice, you have a savory umami mushroom flavored hookah, which is so wild. But you have that. You're local. This is what the locals smoke. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yes.
The worst that
Yeah.
could happen.
Before
I get
we
a plus
too-
0.
Yeah, me too. Before we get too far into our cups, can I first ask the caterpillar,
Mhm.
Raw Caterpillar, what news of Wonderland can you share with us?
Ah, jeez. Well, you heard about the big death up at the House of Cards, right?
No, I've been away.
just
for
happened
quite some
recently.
time. Oh my goodness.
You didn't hear?
I've been away.
Oh my god. Alice, the king is dead.
What? How?
Right.
Why? By whom?
He was bloody stabbed.
Oh my goodness. Is the queen alright?
Yeah, she's fine.
I needed some more of this.
I mean, she's sort of grieving. She's sort of in a bad place mentally, but physically
Of
she's
course.
all right.
Of course. Of course.
Excuse me.
Probably gonna have the big wake party, I'm sure.
Slower. Just
Sorry.
breaths.
I feel like I'm
That
interrupting.
was
This is very
big
important.
news.
You're not supposed to
Big news.
inhale, friend.
Wait, the honey.
Oh no, Pooh. Oh gosh.
Okay. Now, what did everybody get?
Nat 1.
6,
Oh.
1,
7.
Oh,
7.
The second best case scenario for someone who has a +0. I got a 19.
Nice.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Somehow.
It's the
That's
it's the
so
newbie
funny.
lines.
Right?
seriously.
I just inhaled it. I don't know. I just kept it in for as long as I could.
And Alice, what did you get?
I also have a +0 and I got a nat 20.
Baby.
Oh my god, dude. The nat 20.
We're
Rolling
screwed for our
Just
next
Sorry,
one.
I'm not trying to show y'all up. It's just happening.
Let me have my
I'm
moment.
in my element, literally.
Okay.
That
So-
umami bomb is the way to go.
Umami bomb is the way to go. Yeah, there's notes of soy sauce, there's notes of parmesan, notes of uni. It's all the umami
Pine nut.
flavors that I can think
Yeah.
of currently.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, of course. So, Alice and Zorro. The two of you don't fully trip balls. You managed to maintain your composure, although Zorro, I imagine you do feel a little like spacey, like a
I
little
warned him.
lightheaded.
I
There's
thought
a-
this was just tobacco.
My talking buddy.
It's so good. However, Dr. Watson, Vanessa Helsing, and Winnie the Pooh, you begin to trip balls.
So hard.
But
Is
more
there
than
smoke
that,
like making shapes?
their smoke is making all kinds of crazy shapes. It seems like it's deep-seated inner memories. So like
Oh fuck.
for Vanessa, it might be like
Oh,
a full
no.
moon, or like you might see like a small depiction of a wolf fighting some strange bat creature, like fighting each other a little bit. Like there's like interesting little things happening. For Winnie the Pooh, you see like the smoke becomes like a series of trees that are just very desolate and empty, and there's unfortunately no one home at these small cottages. For Moriarty, or excuse me, for Watson, you're seeing like a magnifying. There's like a magnifying glass. There's you see like crime tape up at a crime scene and different things going on. But that is not what the three of you see. This is just, you're not controlling what the smoke shapes are, and that has almost zero connection to what you guys see. You guys are, yes, having these strange visions. Things are like, colors are brighter. The sounds around you are strange. You're having like little bouts of synesthesia where like you're like hearing colors and seeing sounds and all that kind of things. But there's a brief moment where all three of you, although you don't know that you're all having the same vision, you guys all have a shared vision, essentially. All of you individually find yourselves on a blank canvas. Everything around you an infinite void of white. There is no dimensions here. You can't see where the ground meets the walls. There's no ceiling. Everything is white. Just for infinite. And then a shadow appears that you are consumed by, and as you look up to see what is creating this shadow, even though there's no source of light, for the physics of making a shadow to make sense. You see an absolutely gargantuan isn't even the right word. If there was a size bigger than gargantuan in D&D terms, it would be that. A hand comes down. The hand is holding a pencil, and it begins to erase you. And as it begins to erase you, you feel your very essence begin to disappear and disintegrate. And then it flips the pencil in its hand and begins to change. And it alters you.
No.
Changing what was once there into something new. Whatever this hand dictates that it wants you to be. And before you begin to get completely consumed by panic and paranoia, you snap back out of it. And a full hour has gone by as your friends Alice and Zorro are trying to look over you and take care of you.
Do you ever feel like the grass is trying to tell us something? You know?
Oh, the
Like
grass.
nature?
Oh
can
yeah,
often
well the
speak to
grass
us.
talks.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, absolutely.
like,
It has a lot to say, actually.
don't step on me, buddy. I'm growing here.
oh, my apologies. Oh, my goodness.
Nah, it's
I'm
alright. It
sorry.
happens all the
You
time.
know,
Best if you just stay
people-
on the mushrooms.
I just
people
got
step on
erased.
me. They step on my heart. What?
Got erased.
You,
Oh goodness.
Oh.
you saw it
Oh
too?
no.
It also made me lose my accent.
Oh, no. Don't worry. It happens all the time. What?
Oh no.
Lay down for a bit, Ivor.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? What happened?
Oh, it just happens
I feel a
sometimes with
little
the first
hollow.
Hookah experience. I did try to warn you, but it's not for everybody.
We were erased.
Yeah, that happens
Quiet.
sometimes.
Giant pencil came down.
Wait.
You saw it too?
You saw it too?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I believe I also was afflicted by the same instrument.
Oh, what does that mean?
Wait, the prophecy.
What prophecy? What did it say?
Let's reread it. Who wrote it
The
down?
prophecy.
The
Wait.
prophecy.
The one and
Probably.
only.
Vanessa, snap out of it. Get it together, woman.
Who am I?
Alice, as you guys are looking up the prophecy, Alice, I'll say you've never heard of or seen that vision.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Visions, that's one thing. But this specific vision,
That's
especially
one.
for 3 people to have it, different.
I feel like it's the same kind of 10 or so trips that people have on the Hookah. You know, we kind of become accustomed to the same themes, but this one is not heard of.
This one is different. And most of the time, the trips are good.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Even the caterpillar is a little concerned and is like,
Right.
yeah, that's weird. Nah, you only have good trips here.
Caterpillar, do you know what the giant instrument eraser, as they say? Do you know what that could?
It
what
sounds
that
like they're talking about a pencil, but I've never heard that vision
There's
before
no
or anything
pencils
like
here.
it.
We don't really.
I mean,
use
pencils
pencils.
exist, but I mean, I've never heard of a big one like
This is
that.
not that common, you know. I mean, and they definitely don't erase
Yeah.
people by any means.
Right? Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine.
It's a rather uncomfortable feeling, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine it would be. Getting erased must feel rather uncomfortable.
Group hug, everyone. Come here. Group hug.
Who's just gonna try to finagle himself into the center of it as
Aw.
really need a lot of hugs.
I try and get up off the beanbag.
Listen.
The caterpillar joins. Isn't asked, but joins
Thank you.
with all of his arms.
Listen, everyone. We're not alone anymore. We're in this together. We're a team. Dang it. We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yes. We're a group, and I have never felt more alone than before I met all of you. This is,
Tell me about it.
you know.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm ruining the moment.
No,
Yeah, I'll leave you. I'll leave
You are a
to it.
little
Alright,
bit.
it's all
Yeah,
right.
I kind of close the
I
circle
mean, no.
a little bit more.
Go.
Sorry, I
Yes.
misread things. It's alright.
Pretty much, but that's okay.
Listen, we can do this. All right, we're gonna get to the bottom of all of these mysteries, these prophecies. No one will change our futures. We decide our fates, okay? And I still feel really strange. I need to eat something. But
Food sounds
Pooh, right now. Pooh, you're not alone anymore. All right?
We
Remember
won't
that.
allow you to be erased.
Alejandro, if I do say so myself, you're not alone either. You will always have a loyal friend by your side as long as I'm around.
You're just saying that I'm not lovable. People, they see me.
Look at me, you son of a bitch. I'm telling you what. I'll be your best friend until the wheels fall off.
This, buddy. I just want to know what it's like to fall in love. Everyone
I can't
sees me
do that
there.
for you, but I'll be your wingman.
No, I know. It's just I spent my whole life being closed off and living a double life, and I never got close to anyone. I just, but there's been sex. But there's just there's nothing deeper than just the sex was great, but there was nothing deeper than the sex.
There's a difference
Yeah.
between the lust
You
and
think
love.
back to I was gonna say, Zorro, you think back to Jacqueline Hyde, one of your past romances. Truly a
Whirlwind.
freak in the sheets.
Toxic. It was toxic. It was truly toxic.
It's like she became a different person.
It was like
Crazy.
30-part TikTok. All right, I'm talking. My partner is psychologically a different person, and sometimes physically.
Wow.
That-
It was
That's a
wild.
lot.
Pooh Bear's been there.
Vanessa, what are you writing down? Why do you keep writing down these moments?
There was just so I like reading, and sometimes the authors just don't get it right, and so I'm gonna write my own book, and sometimes the things that you say or do or look like inspire, and so I just a few notes, just a little hobby. I'm trying to write a book.
Like a book of my quotes.
No.
I have another one. It's Zorro time. You can write.
Yeah.
I say that sometimes.
I don't think I've ever written down any quote that you've said.
Oh, never mind.
The
I thought I was quotable.
The character doesn't do much talking. It's not about the talking. The talking parts are.
Are you writing these down so they aren't forgotten? Is that part of your vision of being erased?
No. I just feel like there's not very many good romance novels in the world, and I need to fix that.
Oh, Zorro makes
There
a good
needs to be
romance
more
novel, that's for
monster
sure.
fucker
Well, I mean,
romance,
yeah,
in my honest opinion.
What was that, Pooh? More
Yeah,
what?
one more time.
More monster, more monster fucker romance. Honestly,
Whoa, Pooh, I didn't know you got down like that.
I mean, if you have any more ideas, Pooh, I'd love to hear them.
I do love to read me some Chuck Tingle from now, every time to time.
Oh, that's right. The king was dead.
Right. Yes.
That's right, the king is dead. Now we're being erased.
That's
A lot
right.
of stuff
Yeah,
was happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
God,
back.
he died. Yeah. That was nice. Wait, I needed that.
It's horrifying.
That was a good hug.
Oh, I
everybody.
mean,
I
yeah.
appreciated that.
With a
Yeah,
hug.
we should do
Yes, the
group
hug was
hugs. We should have a daily group hug. I agree.
I agree. Should we pencil it in? Perhaps at like 4:15 p.m. every day. I do like a good schedule. No, you're not. What about 3 o'clock?
Just gonna have to take a shit every day at 3.
Incredible. As
That is over.
Rein it back in.
I apologize.
You all eventually, after coming to and like the hookah's effects are worn off at this point, you all leave the smoking lounge, say goodbye to the caterpillar who says, yeah, all right, well, see you tomorrow at 3 for the group hug, I suppose. I'll find you. And you all leave. And as you exit the garden, you see, relative to your size, it is a normal sized table. This table, oh my god, a raid, fantastic, thanks Sam. You see a
Thanks, Sam.
table full of eclairs with a small little note that says, eat me to grow big and strong.
Oh, good. Enlargement eclairs. Another one of my favorites. You'll quite enjoy these.
Should we get big now, or do we have anything else we need to do before we go?
You sit.
Well, there's not much
You're still
else
in
here.
Wonderland, just not the garden. So, I'll say, you guys all partake in the eclairs, and as you all eat an eclair or take a bite, you all grow back to your normal size.
Okay.
Back in your normal sizes again, you continue deeper into Wonderland, hearing the news, or reflecting on the news, that the King of Hearts is dead and
Yeah,
has
what the
been
fuck?
murdered.
Oh my goodness.
Thinking back on the prophecy, there's a very specific line that mentions
Where is that?
One king dead, another did sword apart.
depart. Yeah.
What'd I say apart?
Of course.
It's not a big deal. It's
It's the gummy. Sorry.
all good. Hey, it's all good.
It's
So-
the hookah.
Yeah. Another did sword depart.
And as you're trying to figure out the second part of that, it seems like strangely the prophecy foretold this, that a king would be killed. But who is the king that a sword did depart, or like whatever, right? That's a little strange. It's at that moment that you begin to hear a light like giggling kind of, and Alice, you recognize this as the Cheshire Cat. As you just hear from up in a tree, you just hear a voice going,
The fuck?
Hey, Alice, how's it going?
Ah, Cheshire Cat, how are you? It's so good to unsee you here.
yeah, it's going. And as he continues to speak, at first you just see a mouth of sharp teeth appear, and it just is in space, just a mouth. And as he continues to talk, then you see two eyes, cat-like, glowing like a greenish yellow. And then finally an entire cat body appears as a cat is sitting in the branches of this tree. As the Cheshire Cat is looking down on you all, this brilliant pink and purple cat that seems to be almost like made out of magic in the way that it moves around and the way that it can make individual parts of its body invisible or incorporeal or something like that. It hops down off the tree and comes over to you all and says,
So, Alice, I'm sure you heard the news. The old king bit the dust, as it were.
My
He's 6
goodness,
feet
I mean-
under. He's pushing up daisies. The guy's fucking
What-
dead. You know what I mean?
What news? That's ridiculous. Do you know? Have you had any
Yeah, he got
details
murked.
of what happened?
He got
Really?
fucking murked, dude.
Any suspects?
I don't know. I know that it was a sword. Dude got
Ah.
stabbed.
Is there a crime scene? Should we go check in on the queen, perhaps?
I mean, it happened like a couple days ago. I don't know if the
Oh.
queen's still leaving it all under wraps or anything like that. And, pretty crazy, too, because, I mean, you all, I'm sure... Well, you guys, you've been on the road, right?
Yeah, we've only just now arrived, a few hours ago.
Okay. So then you wouldn't have heard what happened to King Arthur, either?
What happened to King Arthur?
Mm-hmm.
His flippin' sword got kidnapped.
Mhm.
If you can kidnap a sword, I guess that's sort of semantics there, but...
We chose the worst time to get high.
It's really
We should have.
it's
Oh man,
not great.
Ah, shit,
I
you guys
feel-
got stoned?
yeah, I
Dang.
feel
Well,
like
you know,
irresponsible.
we had to cross through the flower meadow, and then of course we
Yeah.
saw that the caterpillar was smoking the hookah, so I
Of
invited them
course.
to experience that. It's I feel like it's a rite
Oh,
of
yeah.
passage when you're coming to Wonderland, you know.
Yeah,
and,
you're doing the greatest hits of Wonderland. Fantastic.
It just feels like we got
Very
stoned.
peculiar vision. They many of them had visions of being erased. Have you ever heard of this?
Nah, what do you mean? It sounds like a
I
deep
mean-
sort of psychological problem.
Yeah.
You should go see a therapist, maybe.
I agree. Yes.
I have a quick.
Very
I mean,
strange.
shit, you could pay me $20 right now. I'll listen to your problems.
We
He is quite a
shared
good
it.
listener.
God.
Yes, bear. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, buddy.
Oh, I think the smoke effects are still affecting me.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. What's going on with this guy? What's going on with this?
Pooh, just look down.
If I look down, I'm gonna find my death.
We'll have to unpack that later. I do have a quick question, though.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Yeah, do you know where the Mad Hatter is?
Who told you about him?
Oh,
Who told you about him?
Our dear Alice has told us many tales about this Mad Hatter character, and I just wanted to, as you say, meet everyone, do the trip, meet all the favorite characters, give hugs.
Funny you mention he actually hasn't been seen in a little bit.
Interesting. Do you remember the last time you saw him?
Yeah, we was playing croquet with a bunch of flamingos. Knocking some hedgehogs around. Honestly, it's pretty fucked up. If you think about it. If you think about it for even a second, it was pretty fucked up.
You see, when you say that,
The
that sounds like
hedgehogs
a
quite enjoy it,
euphemism.
actually.
But you mean that?
I'm
Pickles
being
them.
as literal as I can, buddy.
okay.
I used a live flamingo to hit a hedgehog through a small croquet thing.
The hedgehogs quite enjoy it, from what I can tell.
The hedgehogs like it, but the flamingos not so much.
Flamingos, yeah, not so. But they are jerks, so.
They're mean. The flamingos are mean. This is how we punish them. You can't throw a flamingo in jail. They're too skinny. They'll go right through the bars.
Just make the bars closer.
No, they're all
You
one
look-
size. Oh, what you wouldn't understand.
Looks right at you, Alice, and goes, "Who the hell is this guy? He doesn't know what the hell he's doing."
Don't worry about it, Chester.
The bars
Anyways,
are already built, buddy.
as Zorro
What
was
do you
saying, you haven't seen the Mad Hatter in a while, so no tea parties.
Not big ones, at least. Nothing that I've heard of or anything like that. But I mean, you could always head over to Steep
You must be quite
Cups.
thirsty. Deep cups. Yes.
Steep
Go
Cups.
for a club soda.
You know, like you steep tea cups. You get
Oh,
deep in the
steep.
cups. It's like a double meaning there. Whoever came up with that is
Oh,
really
that sounds,
thinking.
that sounds so upside down. Are there any places like that, where up is down, down is up, that sort of thing?
Sort of. I mean, it's definitely topsy-turvy there for sure. But I mean,
Mm.
I haven't been there in a minute for sure.
Gotcha. Well,
yeah.
I think that's all we need, my friend. I just need to talk with everyone. We can figure out where to go, pay our respects, all that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Doing
for
something
sure.
brave,
Yeah,
I'm-
she's holed up. The queen's holed up right now in the House of Cards.
Of course.
She's really.
Is she
Yes.
seeing visitors? Would she perhaps mind a performance to ease her troubled
I mean,
mind?
I don't think she would mind at all. Yeah, I mean, if you got to set some way to cheer her up, sure. I mean, why not? She's like, I'm pretty sure right now she's like elbow deep in a chocolate cake. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty
Everyone,
Cat, I'm
can I
gonna
speak
look
with you?
down and I'll be real brave about this.
Yeah,
but,
group huddle.
Kitty Cat,
The Cheshire Cat looks up at you Pooh, and gives you finger guns.
oh, this is
Hey.
terrifying. Oh no.
No, it's good. This is good.
What?
This is good. Look at me. This is good.
But perhaps. Do you know where
No,
you
it's
were
good.
when the king was killed?
Where was I?
Yes.
I think I was kind of fucking around with the flowers at that moment.
How did the flowers?
I forget
respond?
exactly, specifically.
How did the nature respond to the death of the king?
It kind of was like, it kind of did one of these. Bummer. Like that. Like it was sad about it, but it moved on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Flowers are very in the moment.
Plus, like, I mean, Alice could tell you, the king is really just a figurehead. Not doing a ton. You know, it's really the queen
Yes,
is
but
the big
he represents
head
a
honcho.
lot to us, even if he does not very much for us.
More of a mouthpiece figure.
Yes. Zorro, I think you wanted to do a group
Yes, I just want you all to take a look at this real quick. And I use minor illusion to make a piece of parchment paper that has writing on it.
Oh.
It's illusion of writing. And it says,
Oh, yes.
it's a trap. But yeah, I just wanted you all to take a look at this and look at this. And then as I wave my hand, the ink begins to move on this illusionary piece of parchment paper and says, this is a part of the prophecy. I say, so I think we should all very carefully make our way to this topsy-turvy place.
Yeah.
Carefully.
Steep cups.
Careful.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, also, like, and I just kind of do another wave and in the ink will say, we're probably being watched.
Of course. Yes.
I mean, the flowers literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I'm just saying, we should be
Cheshire
on
Cat is
the...
known for being around, right? Like the Cheshire Cat's like kind of wherever the Cheshire Cat wants to be.
Yep.
But yeah, I just think we should go around, see the sights, and be on the lookout
Yes.
for that Mad Hatter.
I have
Let us
some
continue
spectacular
on.
things I can show you all. We still have several destinations we haven't been to. I would love to keep showing you around.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool, let's go.
Cool. All right. Well, see you guys.
Goodbye, Kitty.
Bye, Cheshire. It was nice to see you. I hope that we meet under better circumstances
I
next
never
time.
want to see you again.
I tend to agree with Pooh here.
Unbelievably
You were
rude.
Mildly, extremely terrifying, actually.
Me?
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. There, I have no idea,
It's
do they,
so
Cheshire?
close to your face and goes, good. And then disappears.
Oh, that silly trickster.
Ugh,
He's always
nightmare,
getting into
nightmare.
people's business.
That's
This has been a
weird.
very
Crawling
bad day.
for a
I
week.
need a drink.
Yeah.
Club soda on the rocks.
Twist the lime.
I'm kidding, Watson. What do you actually drink?
Indeed.
Do you enjoy some brandy?
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Huh.
I'll keep that in mind. I
Would
owe you a
another
drink.
guess.
Where's a copy of the prophecy, by the way? We posted somewhere, didn't we?
Yeah.
Definitely somewhere.
It's a picture in Game Talk.
Yeah.
A picture in Game Talk. Okay. Thank
Here,
you.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
reply
pin
to it so you can see it.
Yeah.
I'm also
yeah.
gonna pin
Thank
it.
you.
Pinned.
Dope.
Pin.
Thank you guys.
Cool.
There it is. Okay.
All right. Actually, can can somebody read the entire prophecy one more time, just for as a reminder for people at home and stuff like that? We got a nose goes already started, so feel free if you don't. Okay.
Butterfly in the sky, thrice as high. To escape the book, upon the gods' faces we look. Our free will attacked. So discover 3 legendary artifacts. The first is for those who are well read. Used not to buy, but borrow instead. Look for brass, but double meaning. Fun in the place. For the font is so small on this parchment. For marching. Next, a legend that pierced the heart. One king dead, another did sword depart. In the hands of one quite mad, where it's topsy-turvy and good is bad. Finally, a vehicle to join in the sky, above the clouds higher to climb. Middle of the woods, center of darkness, a path ill-advised for the heartless. Trifecta claimed, break through the ceiling, a new world, a new story revealing. Leave behind our current state, face the ones, illustrate.
Oh shit, that last line. There's some illustrating.
Probably has something to do with our crazy visions.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Has nothing to
I
do
think
with
so.
us. Not at all.
Our business.
I hope you're right, Pooh. I really genuinely hope you're right.
Oh, yes.
So a king was slain and another's sword departed.
So Arthur's sword was taken, and Mad Hatter is the one who has it in this place.
The Mad Hatter shouldn't be trusted anyways, but that's true of most of the denizens of Wonderland.
It makes me
Now
think
you
that
tell us.
maybe he was the one that stole the sword from Arthur.
Perhaps.
It's at this time that you all receive a message in your head from Merlin, who just chimes in and goes,
Hey, listen, sorry, I've been really busy lately, but, Artie wants me to let you guys, sorry. You kind of hear him talking off mic, kind of, to King Arthur, as he goes, all right, sorry. King Arthur would like you all to know, Excalibur got stolen.
Yep.
So a couple
Yes, we
days
heard.
ago,
A couple days
you've heard.
ago. Well,
It
you
was a
should have
couple
told
days
us
ago.
days ago. Honestly,
I
mean, this is
know.
quite
We've been doing. We
delayed.
had to round up all the knights, and it's been a whole thing. The Green Knight was off doing a personal sort of mission of his own. I don't know, something with Monkey Man, Dave Patel. I don't understand it. It had something to do with the crossover. It was very confusing to me. But
Merlin, focus. Hello?
now you know. Oh, sorry. And well, now you know.
Right.
So
Do we know who
Heads
did
up.
it? Any evidence?
it was a super smart plot. I mean, whoever did it must be a genius, some kind of schemer, somebody who incredibly well thought out, because it was a damn near perfect plan.
No evidence.
No clue. Yeah, no evidence.
No, like, clear evidence or anything like that. Like, there's nothing was left behind. There's no hairs. There's no fingerprints and nothing.
And you've heard that the King of Hearts has been killed with a sword?
He was killed with a sword.
Well,
Do we
he
know
certainly
that?
wasn't killed
Sorry,
with a
didn't know that.
pencil, Merlin.
Yes.
Or
All
was-
right. What is the dude? What is this dude I'm getting?
I'm sorry.
I just
I'm-
called in to
Pooh's
let
been through
you
a lot.
guys know that
Merlin-
the sword was stolen.
We've had
Merlin,
a very
I'll be
rough
real.
day.
I'm
What?
coming down from a
Wasn't it-
very heavy high, and
We
I'm
all got
sorry for
high.
being
And
so
you're rather
snappy.
late on the news,
And it was
so
emotional.
you know.
You were.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. You were in
We
the
hugged.
crosshairs,
We
and that
hugged.
was really unfair of me. I'm so sorry.
Also, there might be a mole.
Amazing. Well, all right. Well, now you know. I'm gonna go before I get yelled at again. Jeez, wait. And he hangs up.
Oh, I need to remember to get Merlin a present when we get back. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it, Pooh. He should have told
Oh,
us much
bother.
sooner that the sword was stolen and maybe we wouldn't be in this predicament.
It was just so
I
unfair.
mean,
to
it's
put
not
that on
necessarily
him.
wrong. Wish I could be there to look for clues myself. Wish that this was not 2 days ago that everything happened. That there were crime scenes.
Yes. We are quite late.
We know how
Just
Watson
rather
gets his
frustrating.
withdrawals from no crime scene.
The crime scene.
I need the crime scenes, man.
He's itching for investigation.
Oh, no. Look at him. He's gone mad.
But with all seriousness, we should get ready.
Right.
I'll have my rapier summoned. All right.
I
Go for it.
I kind of lean in a little bit and I'm like, Zorro, you're not wrong that someone is always watching. I'm not always sure who, but at any point in time there could be at least one pair of eyes on us. Whether they're friend or foe remains to be unseen, but you should keep your guard up for sure.
Of course. I will then disguise, using my disguise self, create a holster. And then sheath it. Inconspicuous.
Incredible.
Could never tell.
Incredible. With that, you all are headed towards Steep Cups, the sort of tea room that the Hatter normally populates. Okay. As you all begin to head in that direction, we'll sort of fast forward through some things, but you pass by a couple of interesting characters along the way. You see a carpenter just hanging out with a full live non-sentient walrus. Makes no sense. He's just talking to a walrus and the walrus is fully not talking back because it's just a normal ass walrus. And then pass by that. You see Alice, at some point you pass by Tweedledee and Tweedledum, who are fully just arguing with each other, and they're so annoying. Even just their voices,
so
you hear them
annoying.
fighting with each other,
Oh
and they're
my
just kind of
God.
going,
No, pretty sure that Mom told us we had a triplet. You fucking idiot. It's just the two of
I
us,
just
man.
usher everybody
Tweedledee,
back.
Tweedledum. Man, pretty sure we have a triplet.
there's a strange moment
I usher
also
us
for
past
you.
that.
Yeah. You pass by as fast as you can. But Watson, itching for an investigation, there's a strange moment when they mentioned the word triplet.
I had a feeling
Does
there was significance about it. Yes, I am interested. Taylor is interested. Yeah.
It's just an interesting thing that you hear of. You remember, for people watching at home who may not know, what are you thinking when you hear the word triplet?
I mean, a missing third brother. What?
You pull out your magnifying glass.
Oh my gosh. Yes. It's downstairs. I'm sorry, I'd grab it, but it
Okay. You pull out your little tiny magnifying
It says
glass that you
triplet
got
on
in
Yeah.
the thing, and on the side of it, it says triplet.
Huh.
And Alice, when that all happens and Watson brings that up, you begin to think that it is odd that there's like a weird resemblance actually between Hatter and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They never like hang out. There's no, they don't look like spitting images of each other, while Tweedledee and Tweedledum do. They look like carbon copies. But they kind of like have the same eyes and like a similar nose. Like it's very strange that they have like some similarities to them, and who knows what their like lineages are. It's just like a strange little thing you've never really put together until this very moment. Continue past them, and as you eventually make your way to a like hedge maze, as you're traveling through the hedge maze, let me just have a group survival check.
Oh.
Okay.
And I will click my boots by the heel, and I'll say, "Gotta go fast."
Incredible.
Nat
At
20.
20?
Oh my
20.
gosh.
Let's go.
For a 27
22.
total.
27.
27?
Wild.
Damn,
Girl.
that's really good.
Wild.
I got a 19.
Team.
Okay. Incredible. Working together as a team, you easily navigate through this hedge maze until eventually finding the center. As you enter through a beautiful arboreal and floral archway, you find the equivalent of like a chamber, like a room inside of the hedge maze. And as you do, you see an impossibly long serving table with intricate but mismatched teaware, all different kinds of china and stuff like that, like just different colors, different patterns, like nothing matches. It is all out of sync, but almost intentionally so. And some are moving on their own and just pouring into cups that aren't necessarily being manned by anybody. You see on the side of the table closest to you, you see a teeny tiny mouse sleeping on a saucer.
Dormouse.
The dormouse you see just sleeping so carefully on the thing. And then you see another figure, a herringon, or like a rabbit person. A hare, brown fur with a tuft of hair on the top of his head. And you see that he's wearing like a bow tie and a tuxedo, like an entertainer's jacket on top. Like it's bright red and has like an orange bow tie, but he has, like, similar to Winnie the Pooh, has no bottoms on. And he's sitting at the table and he's just kind of like shaking as he's drinking tea. And it's clinking and spilling all over him, but he just keeps drinking. He's like double fisting teacups. As you see the March Hare there just drinking, and he's just kind of giggling to himself. Okay. And at the end, the far, far, far end of the table, you see the Hatter. A crazy looking old man with hair, kind of wild hair coming out of the sides of his hair that just seems like completely unruly, wearing a top hat that has a little card into the little band around the top of the top hat. Wearing, again, like a very colorful, like pinks and blues and greens, and just this very like Technicolor dream coat, as it were. Walked into that one, and he seems to be like sitting down, enjoying a cup of tea, as his hand is resting on the hilt of a sword that he is just spinning in circle, like just kind of like it's pointed into the ground, and he's just kind of spinning it as you all enter. And Alice, he looks at you and he says, "Well, finally, Alice. I have been looking for you for some time. Earned your house down. Whatever it takes.
That was you?
Let's dance."
That was you!
And with that, roll for initiative, as this is the end of episode 3 of the Public Domains.
Justin,
Fuck you.
absolutely.
Hold on to
how
your
dare
initiative.
you.
Yeah.
Hold on to your initiative numbers.
Wow.
Please don't give them to me yet. But thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. What an incredible episode from everybody. Tune in next week. This series runs through October 11th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Twitch to see our literary legends fight the Hatter and the March Hare and maybe the Dormouse. Who knows? He's sleeping right now, but who knows? Inside this crazy topsy-turvy place, what does Justin have planned?
Absolutely, yeah, dude.
Thank you so much. Remember to check all of the links and everything like that. There will be, once this is posted to like YouTube and all the other things that we posted on podcasts and stuff like that, everyone's link trees and stuff will be in the description. So definitely check out for all of those kind of things. And stay tuned for Action Surge, where we talk a little bit more about this episode, the items that they found, the tarot card meanings, because Justin, has very little idea of what they mean, except that I consistently draw the nine of swords, which I know is like not a good card, but like that's just how it goes sometimes. Anyway, thanks so much again for watching.